Greetings! Hello, ladies and germs. Hello there. Elton here, aka Retro Old School. I try to be, but in my ever-changing city, quickly changing, one of the things, unfortunately, that's disappeared the most. Not so many buildings like whatever used to be here and was built a condo over here, whatever, or here for that matter. But actually, for me, is I'm always got my eye out for the old cars, and it's almost as if like they all fucking disappeared, you know? And I keep saying over and over reasons why that is. I mean, a lot of them just, they've gone off island or they're staying in garages, and you know, there's just so many negative reasons why to have a classic car, whether it be here or Toronto or New York or whatever. So anyway, whatever, I'm floating along here and on Route Masson, Mason Street. Beautiful day. It's a hot July day. Today being the... Shit, you know, sometimes I lose track of the days even, actually, because with what I do, doing this full time and selling ads and stuff, you lose track of what the days are. Today is the 12th of July, and there's your time, 2:45. So anyway, I'm walking up Masson here very slowly, like, you know, because of the heat and because I've been walking quite a bit before. I got off the 139 Arctic Scrap there in the P9 Boulevard route on the detour, and I'm not so much looking down south on this street, which is, I think, 16th Avenue, 16th Avenue, I think. Let's see. Oh, that's very helpful. Oh, let's see here. It's c'est quoi la rue là, tabarouette là? Quoi la rue là? Je vois rien. Oh snap! There's no International. I gotta film it. 15th Avenue. Okay, so anyway, so the cross street here, we're gonna start walking over here now, is 16th Avenue, 16th Avenue, as I pretty much suspected, because I'd been looking at the street signs walking up from the east that way. And as I probably said, that's looking south, this is looking west, this is looking north. And as much as it looks all right here from the south, I really dig the way it looks over here to the north. Look at all the trees, man, just beautiful. Look at that, just like my street, lots of trees. Of course, I went to see my friend Ed yesterday in NDG, and there's even more trees, they're even bigger. It's fantastic. Anyway, so that's the thing, you know, I figure maybe if I go a few blocks here, you know, let's say 2-3 blocks walking north, maybe I'll find an oldie somewhere. Maybe there's a Ford Fairlane or a Caprice or a Corvair somewhere. I doubt the Corvair. I'm just saying that because I saw my friend Ed yesterday and took a ride in the Corvair though, and she's running better and she's running strong, but she's not running to his satisfaction. So if by any chance you're in Quebec, Montreal, you know somebody who's really an expert as a mechanic in Corvair as well, you know, let me know and I can pass on your information to him, because he's just done everything possible to cure the problem. It's just he hates how it has like a rough idle. I said, yeah, but dude, I told him, I said, it's not a conventional V6, and not only that, it's rear engine. Maybe that's why it's mounted in the rear. Maybe that's why it makes all that bloody not noise, but it's just like vibrating hard, you know. I mean, it's just not a conventional GM engine, let's put it that way. I mean, they only made that fucking motor for those cars and the Corvair pickup and van and all that, and that's it. And it was really only conceived because they pretty much stole the idea from Volkswagen, who started doing that first, the Beetle and then the van, all that rear engine air-cooled motor, you know. A pretty nice quiet street, eh? Monday afternoon. I was going to keep going on Masson because frankly there's Fire Station 29 there and I can never have too many emergency response clips. That's not surprised to see sold. Anything will sell around here. The Montreal housing market is still red hot. And unfortunately, the downside, it's great for people lining their fucking pockets selling homes and realtors lining their pockets as well. But when it comes to poor people like me who have to pay rent and the fucking rent's going up all the time, like everything else, it's quite depressing. And now there's a little part of me that's kind of regretting walking this way, because lighting for me ideally is this way, to have the sun behind me, not in front of me. That's all right. I'm the walking man. I'm the backwards walking man, just like fellow Canadian Canuck Mr. Tom Green. comedian, actor, eccentric. You know, I did do a walking video here though once, not on this street but nearby. I think it was 10th Avenue or something. It's amazing that sometimes when it's this hot and there's humidity, it's actually, oh my god, look at that topaz. Look at this, eh? Topaz. Oh my god, look at this thing. It looks mint. Jesus, Murphy, I should almost make a video of it. Look at that. That doesn't look like it was ever winter driven. But the thing is, for me, these cars were cheap cars. They were cheap economy cars. And I'm just, you know, I'm not in love with them yet. Like, you know, I know they were better than the earlier models, but it's still a cheap car. And I'm waiting until these get quite older to make a feature video of, you know, like 3 minutes or whatever. But it's still nice to see. It's still a souvenir of my old days there as a kid. And my aunt boyfriend had one, navy blue. And how could I forget, my Uncle Steve had one, same thing again, navy blue. Because that was like probably the most popular color on those cars for years. And they made that topaz and the Tempo until 94. Yeah. So, yeah, I think they even put V6s in those last models actually. Because you know, Americans were never great at making 4-cylinder cars, period. Point from that, it doesn't matter if it's a Chevette, a Pinto, a Tempo, Escort, and the list goes on and on. You know? However, Toyota has and will always probably be the kings of making the highest quality 4-cylinders, the most dependable and unbreakable 4-cylinders ever. Alright, so let's see where we are here. This looks like a street I did a walking video of on. Actually, this is, oh yes, of course, Danzura. It's amazing how some streets I never remember the name. I don't know why. Speaking of Toyota, yeah, hybrid, half electric, half gas powered. I don't know, like I said, I think I'm only going to go maybe like 3 blocks and that's about it. Because I don't like walking uphill too much. My heart has been bothering me a bit. Holy shit, look at the old STCM logo right there on that sign. Wow, that's cool. Good old STCM, a symbol of better times, better days. Then they changed it to STM. And then they went fucking nuts after 2008, unfortunately. With the scrap and all this fucking bullshit hullabaloo. Anyway. Que voulez-vous? What are you gonna do, eh? What are you gonna do? Yeah, just your typical working class, you know, small homes, apartments. Whoa, daddy. Here's something a lot more interesting than that Topaz, that's for sure. Looks like a Harley Sportster. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Boy, you know Harley Davidson was fucking the king of the world of motorcycles when Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, they all fucking copied. They all put tons of chrome and all the chrome wheels, everything chrome, and just like the shape of it, just to look like, just to compete with Harley Davidson. But in case those of you don't know, the Harley Davidson sound of those engines are copyrighted. You can't duplicate that. It's not a coincidence, you see. C'est pas une coïncidence, là. See that? More street lights on for nothing. Waste of taxpayer money. Yeah. I'm gonna let this guy go by here. Man, I'm glad I stopped because that guy had a fucking music playing from his phone pretty loud there, and I don't like that. I don't like that interrupting and interfering with what I'm doing here, you know? Because a guy like me gets distracted facile, very easily. You know what I'm saying? Look, again, another one for sale. That'll be sold within a week or two. Unless it's a complete shithole and it's one of those things like cars, for example, where things look good on the surface, right? And then, or no, like people, you know, like how many beautiful people you ever met in your life? A man, a woman, a girl, whatever, a guy, and they're just shitty. And one of the reasons why their mind is corrupt and they are fucking assholes or bitches or whatever, hey, Ben, there's your car, is because they're narcissistic. They're too good looking, and that's the trouble, you know? Think about it. I even noticed something interesting about how people like to relate to people. I noticed that a lot of you, for example, I don't know what you all look like, but I got an idea of a lot of you what you look like. A lot of you are, you know, you look average like me, just nothing, you know, whatever, not a model and not ugly, whatever, you know, just average. Not just a mentality thing. It's interesting, you know? Why the hell would good-looking people? Why the hell would good-looking people really watch my channel? I mean, why? It's already what I do is bizarre, especially for my age. You know? Oh, I don't want to show that. This stupid Sprinter crap. Even Pure Later, you know, with their step vans, biggest Canadian courier company. Jesus Christ. They got these new step vans now. There's like half of the box is a step van and the other half is one of those stupid fucking Sprinters. I mean, you know what I think what's next? There's not going to be any cars or trucks anymore. It's just going to be like these, 2 or 3 different people in the city that like do deliveries with bikes, with trailers. And I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's what it seems like it's coming to. Why do you think I worry about the collector car world? I mean, look how unfriendly cities have become to cars, where fucking bike paths are more important than regular roads themselves. Like, look, okay, I'll show you something. Like, you look at this road here, right? Painting lines here, fucking waste of time and money, honestly. I mean, seriously, and this is ridiculous right here. I mean, no offense to this guy here, or woman. That's ridiculous. I mean, you know, when did it become okay to be riding a bike against traffic? Tell me, how in the fuck did we become such a loopy world? You know why? Because one person does one thing, everybody says that's okay, it's cool. They're going to say, oh yeah, but you know, you see them coming. Yeah, what happens if you're next to a car that comes out of a parking spot? They don't see you. Bam! We'll see what things are like in the future with statistics. Anyway, you don't need a bike path here. Or what about near my place, a block away, where they did half the fucking streets a bike path? And it takes up, actually, no, it takes up the whole street practically. There's practically not even a lane anymore. Yeah, so that's a big screw you, Plant. And it's Cadera too. You got a lot of fucking nerve, this Cadera, to run again, this guy. What a fucking, speaking of egos, you just call it quits. You know, some people, they can't quit. You know who he's like? He's like freaking Trump, really. He's just like Donald Trump. And another one who can't get enough. Can't get enough, the do-re-mi, the dollar bills, big pay, and all the limelight, their big fucking ideas. I think they're reinventing the wheel. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, as much as I'm a fan of Trudeau, definitely, as much as I'm not a motorist, but I love vehicles, and part of, I find my income is determined often by, you know, what people can spend here in Canada. We're only, like, not taxed enough. And he has this carbon tax that somebody reminded me of recently. No wonder the price of gas I just saw earlier, blocks ago, was like $1.40 a liter. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't change a goddamn thing. This is a really old house here, though. Oh, a Hino, my favorite. Look at that. That is a very old home. Now we're on Boulevard Rosemont. You could have slowed down there. Could have slowed down. Could have slowed down. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's amazing. You know, it seems to me in this city, maybe like where you live, we have to have a police for the fucking cyclists. Me, when I bicycle, I slow down. I stop. Do what I'm supposed to do, just like the motorist. The same thing. Courtesy, respect. You know? House here. Never even noticed this old house before. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it. It's just ridiculous today. Honestly, I don't know. Years ago, I don't remember things being so topsy-turvy. Honestly, doesn't matter if it's cars or people or politicians, whatever. You know? Hey, you know what's funny? Come to think of it, I noticed earlier. Oh, look at this. It's a Coney elevator service truck. Coney elevator company. It's European. Yeah, they do some escalators too. Yeah, Coney. That's a big company, man. That's like Otis. Anyway, what was I talking about now? Oh, jeez, I lost my train of thought. Oh well, that home also definitely beautiful. Not young either. Just stay here a moment, catch my breath. Oh well, there you go. Look at this. This street, 16th Avenue, ends right over there. Interesting. All right. Oh yeah, the weather office. Those idiots. They said it was going to be mostly cloudy today. What are you talking about? It's mostly sunny. It's like more sunny than anything. It was a big cloud this morning, and what a bunch of morons. What a bunch of maroons, eh? Used to hear that term more when I was a kid. You know, you would hear that, say, what a maroon. Like I had a scout leader who would say that all the time. You know? It's funny because I remember his son, though. He was obviously my scout troop, and I don't know, I always wonder what happened to that kid. He was pretty like more wild than me, like more, you know, rambunctious, you know. Well, now there's a bunch of people over there. Oh, I'm getting out of there. I don't want no questions asked, nothing. Say, ah, para cuánto, para di photo, para cuánto film la. And I'm on this side because the lighting is better and because it's cooler. There's a nice fusion. Oh, that's why there's a school here. Old school, man. That's funny. I should say old school. You know, when I'm old school, it's an old. There isn't an old school. Well, maybe it's not actually. It just looks old. Actually, come to think of it. I don't know. What do I know? A little outdoor work there, a little outdoor renovation. Anyway, so yeah, so that's it. We're coming to the close. Just a short walk. Spur of the moment as usual, and which is okay because I don't feel like doing too much of a walking video. Maybe I'll do one after. I don't know. I got somebody I think coming over this evening to look at my wares there and buy a few things. So I suppose that's French for masonry, I reckon. Yeah, it kind of looks like an old school. You know, the windows used to be like that, and they'd have like a panel between them, different colors. I thought it was old for a moment. It's well done. It's well executed. C'est bien fait. You know what song got in my head though? Past couple hours I heard on the internet radio earlier was everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. And it took with expert timing. They were funky Chinamen in funky Chinatown. You see, there are people today, a lot of millennials, they'd probably be offended by what I just said, but that's the lyrics of the song. You know? They're meant to be complimentary, not in a sung in a bad way. Wow, some nice bushes there. Okay there, cutie, you didn't like slow down, nothing. You're supposed to stop. For Christ's sake, there's a stop there for you. I tell you, don't think I haven't been tempted sometime, and sometimes becoming a vigilante, you know? Honestly, I don't even know where the hell I am. I don't think I've ever been on this street before. Let's see, we are at, oh shit, I said 16th Avenue? I know, it's 15th Avenue, 15e Avenue. Oh, we're at Bellechasse. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so, merci de regarder, thanks for watching, and, take care, hasta luego, and check me out on Patreon if you want to become a patron. I'm kind of working on that a little bit here and there. And I don't know, I think I'm going to go back down to Rosemont because I already don't like how there's too much sun over here, and I've had a melanoma. I don't feel like going through this crap again. Alright, take care, bye-bye.